Hi guys, it's Arielle. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today's video is going to be all about the bouillon. So if you're planning a trip to Paris and you're trying to figure out where you should go out to eat, then listen up because this video is for you. The bouillon is a Parisian tradition that started in 1860 by a relatively well-known butcher named Pierre-Louis Duval. Now, Duval had a very wealthy clientele, a very rich clientele who weren't necessarily interested in buying any of the less noble cuts of meat. And so Duval had to think, how can I save money? What can I do with these cuts of meat that aren't interesting my current clientele? And so he decided to open up these restaurants where the concept was to offer an affordable hot French meal to the working class. And he named this type of restaurant a bouillon. And bouillon in English means broth. So the idea would be to put this extra meat, this meat that was not interesting his wealthy clients, into a broth and offer this low-cost meal, especially to the men who were working around Les Halles at the time. And the concept of bouillon became so popular that actually Duval opened many other bouillons, and this is the very first case of a chain restaurant being opened in France, which is very cool. Now, when Duval passed away, he left this empire of bouillons to his son, and around the same time we start to see a bunch of other competitors pop up around Paris. And I want to talk to you about one of these competitors because they're still open today and they are definitely a bouillon that you need to go and visit. And this bouillon is called the Bouillon Chartier, which was opened in 1896 by the Chartier brothers in an old abandoned train station. And they were so impressed by the space, by the high ceilings, that they really played into the Belle Époque décor. So what they did was installed all of these mirrors around. You've got clocks, you have these light fixtures with sort of balls hanging from them, and you have rich wood furniture and a glass ceiling. And when you walk into this bouillon, you really do feel like you are stepping back completely in time. It's really amazing how this ambiance and decor really has stayed true to the original integrity of this bouillon over time, so much so that in 1989, the Bouillon Chartier was actually classified as a historical monument. And what you can find in the Bouillon Chartier and bouillons in general are still very affordable hot French meals. So you have traditional dishes like œuf mayo, eggs and mayonnaise, rillettes, and des terrines, which is like a pâté made of pork. You have a lot of very traditional French dishes like bœuf bourguignon, steak frites, what else? Saucisson and purée de pommes de terre. And you also have the best French desserts like chocolate mousse and des profiteroles. So it really is a authentic French experience. It's interesting because I think bouillons are the one thing that locals and tourists in Paris really can agree on because they're so amazing. They end up becoming touristic hotspots in a sense because it's affordable, really delicious French food. And even the Parisians love it because it's affordable, delicious French food. And the ambiance is very energetic. You still have the traditional servers who have like the white aprons, I want to say, and it all is very reminiscent of the Belle Époque. So I definitely recommend that you check out a bouillon when you come to Paris. There are so many located around the city. The reason why I think Bouillon Chartier is one of the most amazing ones to visit is because of the decor, but also because it's located along the Grand Boulevard. So you can go out for dinner there and then you can walk out onto the Grand Boulevard and enjoy an authentic Parisian night out. I will say one thing though is that bouillons are extremely popular in general, and the classic dinner time for French people is around 8 p.m. So if you go to any bouillon, never mind Bouillon Chartier because the lineup there will be unreal, you will wait a minimum of an hour and a half to be seated. So definitely, if you want to check out Bouillon Chartier or any other bouillon and you don't want to wait in line, I would arrive earlier on in the evening around 6 or 7 p.m. and that way you can avoid the dinner time rush. I wanted to show you guys what eating at a bouillon actually looks like, so come with Jean and I on a little date night to the Bouillon Chartier for an early dinner. We also went out along the Grand Boulevard and ended up at the Grand Rex to watch a movie, so just giving you guys an idea of how you can spend a night out in Paris when you visit. So yeah, I hope this was an interesting video. I hope you guys learned something new about Parisian culture. Let me know what your favorite bouillon is down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.